Healthcare Administrative 10 Challenging Interview Questions by Dawn McInnes. Why do you want to become a healthcare administrative assistant? I like to help the patients and I like to give back to my community. This job can be very repetitive. What would motivate you to do it well every day? What would make me motivated to do well each day is the patients I help and the colleagues I work with. I take pride in my work, and even if it is repetitive, I do like consistency. Do you have any experience multitasking? How have you handled that in the past? Yes, I have many years of multitasking, not just in the office, but in my home life as well. I write to-do lists and take my most important task and tackle that one first. If the patient comes in for an appointment, I will get them registered for that appointment first, and then I will get back to maybe answering the message that the doctor might have just sent me. Describe a time that you have had to work with a difficult coworker, and what did you do to help the situation? I work with a very passive-aggressive coworker right now. She has been with the company for a long time and doesn't miss work at all. But since she doesn't miss work at all, she feels that she doesn't have to work as hard as the other outpatient clerks. It is very frustrating because the patients will be standing in front of her and she'll just ignore them. She won't answer them. And it's kind of embarrassing. She won't answer the phones. And she'll tell my supervisor that she's still inputting information into the computers. If you tell her anything about this, she just won't talk to you at all, even for professional reasons. It's very frustrating. I have worked with her for 4 years now, and even though the upper management knows what's going on, they can't seem to do anything because we're with the union. So what I've done to deal with that all these years is just been patient and not saying anything to her about what she does and just letting her do what she does. It makes for a very difficult working situation, but it's also made me very patient and see how appreciate like my hard work ethic. What is the main duty of the healthcare administrative assistant in your view? A great admin assistant helps provide a positive front face of the office. They keep the office running smoothly so the rest of the doctor's office can focus on their duties. How would you rate your ability to work with upset patients? I would rate my current ability to work with an upset patients at a 10. At my current job, I work at a mental health center, and I've had to calm very upset patients down. I work with a population that doesn't have a lot of money sometimes and can become very upset if you tell them they even have a $5 copay. I have learned that it is best not to argue with them, just to kind of have empathy and, let them talk. People mainly just want to be heard. They want to feel like you're listening to them, and our doctors will still see them even if they don't have the copays. Most likely they're just going to get billed, so either way, they're going to get billed. That seems to help, just to have empathy for them. Can you describe a situation where a coworker asked you for the information you knew would be confidential? I had a time that a coworker would always go read the patient's chart. Before the patient would come in or after the patient would come, she would go in their chart and read and start telling us all about this patient. I had just very first started and knew we weren't supposed to be in the chart unless we needed to go register them or send the doctor a message. I told her, I told her, can't you get into a lot of trouble for being in their charts? We have security looking to see why we're in these patients' charts at all times. We're not even allowed to get into our children's charts because we could get in trouble for it. Just me saying that, she never did it again in front of me. I don't know if she did it again. She's moved on to a different department, but she didn't do it in front of me. What frustrates you most in your previous job? I know that working with a huge company that we are, our technology and speed could be more up to date. Right now, when the patients come in to sign their legals, like the privacy notice, the patient's rights and responsibilities, the what is that one? The Psychiatric Advance Directive. They have to sign it with a pen. We give them all the paper and they sign with the pen. I feel that us being a huge organization that we are, we should have one of the little electronic signature pads, and they should just be able to sign like 1 or 2 times, and it should be automatically scanned in. Right now they sign, we put stickers on it, and we send this off to medical records every single day. I just feel that it should get scanned into the chart. That's my biggest frustration right now with our job, with my job. Being at work is a very important part of this job. Tell me about your punctuality. I have only missed if I am very sick or I have the approved time off. I take being at work very serious, as it makes it very hard on my coworkers if one person is out. I'm always on time or 5 minutes early for my shift. Why should we hire you? My commitment to excellent work standards would add value to the team. That's why you should hire me. Thank you and have a great day.